the body just moves like a ragdoll, like some kind of macabre dance. And just as you think it will fall and cease to move, something comes out from the head, just splitting the entire body open. And now I will provide you with the image.
Yes. Good job, Lilith.
Yeah.
We ended up the round, right?
No, that
And,
slash was in the middle of the round.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, we still have the witch and me to go.
Oh, yeah,
No.
go ahead.
Okay. So now do we see its real form, right? And
Yes.
is Lilith in close quarter combat with it still?
Well,
Yes. I imagine that you're really close to each other since you just
Okay.
jumped on it.
Because I want to use my slashers, but Lilith is too close, so I would like simply to attack. Yeah, I would like simply to attack it.
You can go ahead.
So-
We can shed a little blood here.
Okay. I would like to evoke my slashers against the unbidden.
Again, it's
I just like the fact all these things that the Grey Witch does just like blankets the whole space, right? We all have to cope with it.
Okay.
So that's how it is.
So, okay, so I have +5 to evoke, present 6, so let's roll.
Unfortunately, it's not very easy, and you're still tormented.
Okay,
Oh, yes,
I have,
right.
But that's all on the difficulty, not on your stuff. So you just go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I have a 9 + 5 is 14, but I don't have the mastery.
Yeah, you fail.
Yeah.
Okay. I know.
If it is a 14, but then you have a +2 for your challenge rolls,
That's true, yeah.
Right.
you need a 16, which is
I
good.
forgot.
Man. Okay. It's well, again, you're paying the price for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. So, my take now is to take my, it's a terrible name for it, insignificant action. Well, it's a terrible name. It's not a good name. I will take my minor action.
Yes.
Right.
That is
And I will step carefully to a point where I can get a clear ranged attack on the unbidden, given all these people jumping around. So I'm going to take that action to I'm actually going to be walking kind of in a semicircle, right? Around this. I know it's a narrow space in the longhouse, but I will sort of like a stalking, circular motion, just arms down, waiting for my shot, and now I can see it, if that's possible. So in that case, I will be taking my attack with, this time, indeed, Rend. For a 15.
Let's see. Yeah. You hit.
Okay. And I always like to check the rule on this because as a master of Rend, there's like 20 different complicated little good things, right? And I want all the good. There. Excellent. So dice equal to willpower +2. So that's going to be 8 dice of damage. And right, the attack has a dice cap of 5, which is good because I didn't roll any 6s in that attack. So all right, so this is just a straight count. It's not a this is one of the very few rolls where you actually count the amounts. And I have achieved a 30. 30 damage.
Now we need to divide for the fortitude, and we'll cook it. Oh.
Hopefully that will knock its resolve down a little bit. I don't know the rule about that. I'm not asking for it, but I just happen not to know how the damage affects the resolve.
There isn't any rule. It's mentioned that you have this kind of morale that is lowered by the damage that the ambassador receives. But the exact amount of or how you should
That's interesting.
decide.
So you'll look at its resolve and just decide whether it's, decreased a little or something. Yeah.
The thing that I'm trying to say is that I remove a -1 or a -2. If I remember correctly, the last time I
Right. I don't, Adriano,
removed a
I'm not
-2.
asking. I'm not asking. You don't have to
Yeah,
explain.
okay, sorry.
You don't have to explain. I was just pointing out at something that I never quite understood either. So go on.
Sorry, not to bog us down further, but Ron, the die cap applies to the damage, not the attack roll.
Hold on a sec then. Are you sure? I thought.
Yeah, it's in page 32.
Yeah, I was just looking at it myself.
No.
No, wait. Okay, hold on.
Sure.
Can we stop a second on this? Okay.
Sure.
Looking. This is rend, Noah. It's a specific power, right? So stalkers who
Right.
do this technique can manifest a ranged attack whose base damage is equal to their willpower. So it's ranged attack, so the die cap applies to the range.
Yes, because the law of proximity.
That's the law of proximity. So the attack has a die cap of 5. There is no die cap for damage on rend.
Okay.
Yeah, the attack,
Right.
the cap on the attack is determined by the use of mortal weapons, if I remember correctly. It's the idea of hunting with the bow, not with the rend.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, there is a die cap on my ranged attack, but not on my damage for rend.
Okay.
So, okay. Anyway, so there we are. I didn't mean to bog things down. I should never mention rules. I only mentioned it to say, oh, that's interesting, not to have a rules discussion. So let's continue. I'm wasting time.
Who's next? Or is it a new round?
New round.
New round. Perfect. Reroll, please.
Six.
This round is particularly interesting, and you'll see why.
8 for me.
Now, let's see if it does well, actually, it's out of its masky form now, so who knows what its various abilities are, but who knows? Never mind. I am not going to comment.
Yeah. Okay, so 12 for the unbeaten. Lilith is 8. What about you?
6.
Okay. 6. Me as well.
Okay. This is very interesting. The fact that you unmasked the unbeaten has taken the advantage of the unbeaten and put him against him. Because if he is seen now by other people, he will trigger the forbiddance. So the first things he does, he forbids any kind of action, like the attack and or rather, he decides not to attack and to spend a significant action to run away from the entrance.
Mhm.
He just sprints, ignoring everything, and he directs himself to the latin trench, to the latrine
Oh,
trench.
really?
So it's,
Okay, great. He's
Okay,
going.
so he's
That's
running
charming.
through. Yeah, okay, he's running through the entrance and then left on the Latin Trench.
yes.
Okay. Um.
That's not very dignified.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a real Icelandic warrior, let's
Yeah.
say.
Well, we know that, but okay. And besides, I mean, his whole mask is gone, right? That's just gone.
Yes.
Now he's just like the unbidden on the loose.
Can you imagine a monster trying to claw their way out of the latrine?
Yeah. Well, in that
Yeah.
case, Lilith, you're up next, and you're the binder among us. And he's been hit as hard as we could possibly hit him.
Yeah, agreed.
So I mean, it's up to you. What you're the binder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lilith is just right on his heels. And I'll go for a binding roll here.
Yeah. Remember, do you remember if it is against perceive or resolve? Resolve.
Resolve, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
By morale. Just it seems as though we've got him on the run now.
Against the target's
All right.
resolve attribute modified by morale.
Okay.
Point of vitality.
Oh, I have 17 for this bind.
What the fuck? This isn't dignified or any kind of climatic story, but fuck it. Yeah, it succeeds.
This is great. He runs into the bathroom. Lilith runs in after him and then comes out holding the radiant orb. It's like, I'm not going in there.
Even better.
Yeah, this is interesting, and we'll discuss it later. But yeah, he succeeds, and I like the scene. Like Lilith, like leave it to me, just like. And a few seconds later, you can see this brilliant light, like this flash,
Right.
and then you can see her with this orb of light.
Yeah, from a latrine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But this is good. I must remember you that reassuming the veil, like the idea of remasking yourself, takes several minutes, and you need to be in a I would say a place where no one could see you. It's something like you need tranquility and like a few minutes.
I suggest that we not bother with the mask just yet.
Yeah.
This may be a time to say unbidden can cause horrible, horrible destruction. In fact, they pretty much do.
Mhm.
And this one certainly did. But everything that happened was in the language, the idiom of this place and time, right? Honor, vengeance, family feuds,
Yeah.
farm property, right? All that stuff. If I'm not mistaken, this thing was just trying to fit in. What's it about? What was its ideals? What is this? I'm going to say to the unbidden and say, what did you seek?
Problem. If you want to know it, You have to spend 1 karma. Communicating with the Radiant Orb is a matter of spending karma.
Okay, well, that's a question. Do we want to communicate with it? I mean, I don't think we should like judge it harshly without communicating with it. Maybe we should communicate with it after we deal with the enigma if we have any karma left.
That's what I'm thinking.
Can we do that? So first we think about the enigma, then we
Yeah, no problem.
interrogate
Yeah, I'm not going to risk
Yeah,
karma on
so-
that now. I was just thinking if we wanted to kill it, we would just do it, but not cart it around.
let's,
But I get that. Karma is too precious. So I guess we will take some minutes to try to reclothe ourselves in the flesh so we don't like, forbiddance our way to hell and gone when we try to get out of here. So
Problem is,
Oh, I was just
You're
gonna
not-
steps out of the room. It's like the radiant orb is just for like it's floating along behind.
Right.
Her.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
forgotten it. The first thing she says is the enigma, right? I mean, especially given the events the last time.
okay. So I guess we'll take a few minutes to put ourselves back together, so to speak.
you don't have few minutes. Because I was considering in this current round for S just to respond to the unbeaten's crying for help and entering the farmhouse. So at least one person will see you if you stay there collecting your faults. Like, it's
do
not
it.
feasible.
We'll do it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Hold on. So, can I go towards the servitors and Ojai and keep them busy while Azard recovers his appearance?
Well, when you talk about, well, I need clarification.
Yeah.
When you refer to the reveiling of everything,
Yes.
are you referring to the fact that we were fighting an unbidden and the veil was dropped anyway?
Yes, I was thinking about that.
Right. So it
And
has
these
nothing to do
servitors
with
and
me
this, right?
specifically. I never dropped my veil specifically. I never got the chance.
Okay.
Right. So that's all of us.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
We're-
It wasn't clear.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's what I want to check. So the question is, as we're trying to collect the veil around us, which is something we're all doing, I suppose.
Yes.
Then Ezja bursts in.
Yes.
Okay. You know what? Nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it. We've got to put ourselves back together so we can go back to the sacred spot.
Mhm.
If we want to use our mask skill, perhaps, just for purposes of interacting with him directly, that's the only thing I can think of. I just said nothing we can do about it. That's the only thing I can think of. Somebody can mask themselves and talk to him directly and get him out of there, perhaps, with a skill roll. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, okay. I'll give a shot about this one. So I'll try to mask myself. Trying to retake some shape of the former appearance. So
Mhm.
I have present 6.
Yeah, I've got a terrible chance, so it has to be someone else.
Yeah. Okay. I have 8 and +0.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. You're not much better at it than me. Right.
Yeah. Because I have high presence, but I have 0 points in mask.
Right.
It's all perceived. No, absolutely not. As just steps in, you can see his determined expression, leaving place to discomfort, disbelief, and then the sheer panic at observing the scale of supernatural events that are unfolding beneath his eyes. And as any sane man will do, he just screams and runs away in panic. People around him, you can see the chit chat, like, "What's happening? Well, what's inside?" But he just screaming, and then you don't hear anything else.
That's how it goes.
Because, yeah, I mean, one question.
You violated the forbiddance in a way, because you showed again another kind of interaction with your superpowers. And for Azert and Lilith, this is the first time they suffer the same kind of symptoms of the Grey Witch. But for the Grey Witch...
Sure, so you're hitting us with torment again?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's just how it is. We're going to get going.
I don't feel that we are in stage 3. Your actions are not so
Adriana, we cannot process the rules like this. We have to keep playing.
Yes, I'm sorry. You just suffer from the stage 2, from the aversion, and your difficulty is increased.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
I know, but we continue. I guess we're going to leave and get the hell out of there. Orban,
Let's run.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
You exit the farmstead, and people are in circle around the body of Esja, supposedly.
The body of Esja? What's wrong with him? He's very upset, but who cares? He fainted. Oh, even better. Even better. I like the fainting is good. Okay.
They look at you with hate, despair, and the other male figure would gladly step in and defend the honor of the family, but he's scared about what happened, and confused, and they all stay there. You can sense that hate is mounting, and it's something that is festering in their hearts. Yes.
History, riding on the history here. Lilith, you've got some kind of intimidation, don't you?
I don't. I have terrify.
Well, actually, I think that's not a bad idea. These people have to be terrified into not attacking the other people. They're going to blame the other. They're going to blame the other family.
Yeah.
So hit them hard.
Let's see. Just gonna look up the discipline real fast because I know there's some little subroutines here.